Welcome to today's episode of Satan Watch. I am your host, Joseph Richardson, and within this episode, I recommend that you all go and watch the movie Devil in a Blue Dress. This movie was released back in the 1990s. However, I've only seen it maybe about 8 months ago on VHS at home. Now, I've heard of it back in the 90s, but during those times, during that decade, I was a teenager, and the only types of movies that I was interested in were movies about aliens, zombies, cyborgs, or kung fu movies. I had no interest in thrillers or mystery movies. I am really disappointed in myself because I missed out on a classic timepiece period film centered around the American 1940s era. In this film does an excellent job capturing the essence of that time. Furthermore, I'd like to add that this is a film adaptation of the mystery novel Devil in a Blue Dress, written by Walter Mosley in 1990. I haven't read the book, but I plan to order it in a few days, and once I order it and read it, I will definitely let you guys know how I feel about the book. Now let's begin. The movie Devil in a Blue Dress is a mystery thriller set in 1948 Los Angeles, California, and was released in 1995 by TriStar Pictures. It stars my favorite actor, Denzel Washington. Whatever Denzel's in, I am going to watch it no matter what. I'm going to pay my money, I'm going to see it, and I'm going to like it. Also, it stars Don Cheadle, Jennifer Beals, Tom Sizemore, with his supporting cast consisting of Lisa Nicole Carson, Terry Kinney, Mel Winkler, Joseph Lattimore, and Maury Chaykin. It was written and directed by Carl Franklin, who also directed Out of Time, which stars Denzel Washington in the movie One False Move. It was produced by Jesse Beaton and Gary Goetzman. The cinematography is by Tak Fujimoto. It was edited by Carol Kravitz, and the score was composed by Elmer Bernstein. And this is the story. A World War II veteran from Texas, now living in Los Angeles, has just been laid off from his job. Now desperate for work, he takes money from a stranger that he meets at a local bar to locate a woman and to give him her whereabouts once he finds her. Even so, as he searches for her, he is caught in a scandal, and he soon finds out that his very own life is in danger by the same man who hired him to search for this woman. Now I'm going to discuss the characters. Easy Rollins is the protagonist, and even though he has lost his job and is living in a new city, he is still resilient. You clearly see his character try to do the right thing at the start of the film and then venture off into the crime world out of desperation. And even though he's in the world of crime, what I call the crime world because I'm country, he still maintains his dignity somewhat. And I say somewhat because there is a scene where he is tempted by the wife of one of his friends and he falls for the temptation. Jompy is one of Easy's closest friends. He owns the bar in LA that Easy frequents. Easy goes there to relieve stress, to unwind and receive instruction or advice from Jompy. Now, what's interesting is that the stranger that sets the story in action that gets Easy to dive into this world of crime is not a stranger to Jompy. Jompy introduced this stranger to Easy while Easy is in this bar. DeWitt Albright is the mystery man that Easy meets at Jompy's bar. Initially, he comes across as a man who earnestly wants to assist Easy financially by giving him some work. Notwithstanding, as the petals of the story fall to the ground, we clearly see that he is just a conniving, cutthroat mobster. Now, DeWitt and Jompy has had some kind of tie or ties for many years now. This is evident because when you watch the scene in the movie when Jompy introduces DeWitt to Easy, DeWitt and Jompy disclose that they had known each other for many years. The conversation continues and they go on further to disclose that they had been friends or associates since Jompy had been a boxer. Now, it's common knowledge that during those days, the mob was heavily involved in rigging boxing matches. So, are we to assume that Jompy had been paid off by the mob during a match or several matches, and that Jompy, even though Easy is not aware of it, is involved in the mob somehow? I don't know, but let's continue. Daphne Monet is the devil in a blue dress, and she is indeed wearing a blue dress at the time when Easy locates her. She is elegant and very attractive, and she is carrying two major secrets that can affect the lives of two major politicians within Los Angeles. She explains to Easy why Albright has been after her and why she has been in hiding. And instead of turning her over to Albright, Easy decides to risk his life to protect her. Mouse Alexander is very funny. I enjoyed watching Don Cheadle play as Mouse. Mouse is Easy's longtime best friend from Houston, Texas. He's the only person that Easy can trust. He is so faithful to Easy that he flies or drives, or I don't know how he made his way from Texas to California. He made his way to Los Angeles from Texas just so he can assist deliver his best friend out of his situation with the mob. He is a no-nonsense gangster and a clear sociopath. He is so sociopathic that it's funny. He likes to take lives even when it's totally unnecessary for him to do so. This creates a funny dynamic between he and Easy, because Easy, even though he's caught up with the mob at this moment in the film, he's still trying to do things in a logical or with a sense of righteousness. And then Mouse has no compassion, no concern for righteousness whatsoever. Coretta James is the wife of one of Easy's friends. She is very attractive and clearly uses her looks to make money. She's the first person that gives Easy a clue as to the whereabouts of Daphne Monet, and it is a situation that happens to her that gets Easy involved in a horrific scandal. The soundtrack to Devil in the Blue Dress is a must-buy for those of you who are into jazz and blues music. It consists of songs from great artists such as T-Bone Walker, Duke Ellington, Jimmy Witherspoon, and Memphis Slim. The soundtrack further puts the icing on the cake, allowing the viewer to fully feel and hear the essence of the 1940s, and seeing the movie as a true timepiece period film. That's all for this episode. You can watch Devil in the Blue Dress on any of the various streaming apps, or you can buy it on DVD and or Blu-ray. Or if you are a person who likes watching things in the old format, you can find it on VHS. I found this copy at my local thrift store here in Charleston, South Carolina. So depending on what city you are in, go to your thrift store if that is possible and search for this particular movie or any movie on VHS that you would like to watch. I'll see you guys next time.